Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
I don't have cameras down there to show this full incident in full. It's no way possible. This is Buckhead. This is a high prestigious neighborhood. They're gonna spend some money on, and this bar. Okay, let me update you on this bar that this in particular bar that Linton was at, right? He was at a bar that's first of all, it's built in 1955. So it's a Jim Crow bar. It's most definitely a Jim Crow bar. It's nasty. It's dirty. I don't even see why a black person would even want to go in there. Because out of all the reviews, black people are treated the worst in that place, in that particular bar. A lot of customers have been ignored, trying to, patronize the bar. Just being in the community, they live in the community. They probably went down there and tried to patronize the bar and get totally ignored, or they get drugged, phones get taken. A lady has had an incident reported where she was kidnapped. A man also said he reported he was in Florida. His phone got missing the day before. He was in Florida somewhere. He looked up. Somebody withdrew $10,000 out of his account from the same stolen phone. Somebody said they were sitting in the place and somebody hacked into the phone and got like $5,000. So this like a little small criminal enterprise that they got going on. And the police precinct has to be in cahoots with these guys because they letting it go on. How do you let that much criminal activity go on at a bar and ain't nothing happened? No fines, no nothing to this bar? Nobody's been arrested, no type of apprehension, no nothing. And then this same bar, my buddy get killed at, and then y'all just act like we was the problem. You act like we was coming to y'all neighborhood. No, sir. In fact, Lynn Blackwell was a resident of Buckhead community. He was a resident, so he wasn't a regular patron just coming in. Hey, I'm just coming from the east side, man. I just want to see what y'all doing over here. No, he lived in Buckhead. He was a prestigious guy. He was a fly guy. He was a sharp guy. He was a guy of morals and standards. He wasn't some street thug. He wasn't some gangster. He was a man who going home to his kids, who was trying to make it home to his kids. Yeah, we didn't all did things in our past, but we are changed men. Linton was out here feeding the community. It's Thanksgiving time. We would have had a turkey drive by now. He be feeding the homeless. Be giving out toys to the kids. So what are we putting up this? We're trying to make this image of him or paint this picture of him like he's just this because he raps. Yeah, we all rap about our past and our life, about what we did. We even write stories and books. Y'all don't get on these producers when they're creating gangster movies. And you look up they nerves. How you know they nerves? It's just a big old judgmental book when it comes down to us. So with that being said, like I said, I believe the GBI is going to end up making an arrest for murder, first degree murder, because from the information that I was provided and from what they said they saw on the body cam footage is Gerald Walker pushing Linton Blackwell down to the ground and firing rounds into his back, and then turning around and reloading a clip and firing even more rounds into his back. So help me understand, if you ask me to come in, I'm walking away from you, right? And I got my back turned. And I say, come here. And the music is loud as day down there, because me and Denny gonna go down there later on and we're gonna show y'all the noise effect down there. It's so loud down there. If I'm 5 feet away from you and I say, hey, you can't hear me. If I say, hey, freeze, you can't hear me. But if I'm so close to you the way I can touch you, that means I could have tased you too. Or I could have tackled you. I could have found other ways of apprehension. So shooting you in the back 17 times was not called for. It was unnecessary.
No, 100%, Tim, and just to back up a lot of the things that Tim was saying, here are some of the reviews right here from Google, direct from the source. My girlfriend was drunk here and was roofied. She tested positive for it in her blood work the next day. When I went to ask the manager about the cameras to see if they caught the person, who did it. They said they don't have cameras, but she keeps an eye out on the bar. Obviously, keeping an eye on the bar is not enough to keep a young woman safe. Five Paces in should absolutely invest in some cameras. Now, if they haven't, who knows how many times this was happened and how many times it will happen again. Any other red flags, avoid this bar at all costs. A year ago, multiple robberies have occurred here. People have been drugged and then taken into vans and fleeced thousands of dollars from their mobile apps, etc., and dumped into a gas station. Do not come here whatsoever. Terrible customer service, and owners and bouncers lack accountability. Another 2 years ago, I used to love this place until my boyfriend and my friend got their phone stolen from here. In my boyfriend's case, they got an Apple Pay and Apple ID. They changed all of his passwords and took $10,000 in total. They also spent $2,000 on a Delta Airlines gift card. It's a total nightmare to get it all back, and something he did not do. The speed at which they were able to do this was astounding and makes me think that someone smarter than the average hoodlum who does this professionally. Sad because this used to be a really fun place and somewhere where I felt safe. In the past 2 years, it has gone downhill. Professional thieves. This is another review. So you guys see the thing right here, and if the Google reviews aren't enough, NBC News themselves, the national platform, did an entire story on this particular bar in Buckhead, 5 Paces in 2024. February 2024. It was written by Matt Lavitius. Excuse me if I pronounce your name wrong, but two men said they were robbed over $30,000 after going to the same bar on different nights. The men spent to a sports bar in Atlanta Buckhead neighborhood this year and last year. I've asked around, being from Atlanta and things of that sort, to my friends and my people that I know. Have you ever been to this bar? What are your experiences with this bar? One person, they were of one descent. They said, yeah, we go to the bar because it's one of the few bars in Atlanta that has a live band and no cover charge. And then another person that looks a little more like me said, I was in the area getting food. I decided to stop in for a couple seconds. I looked at the crowd. I looked at how they was treating me, and I was like, okay, this place ain't for me. And they got up out of there, went back to the restaurant next door, and got their Philly cheesesteak and went home. So these are the two different things just from people in my immediate circle. I only reached out to a couple people in my circle, and those were their responses of this establishment and things of that sort. Denny, did you have anything that you wanted to say or add right now?
I mean, I just basically want to know, like they saying there's not no cameras down there, and like Tim said, we're gonna go down there and check on a little later on. But man, I know it's somebody who seen something because one of our friends that was with him that night, he seen the whole thing when it transpired. You know what I mean? He said that now he put that in his statement. He said that when they went to the establishment, that during the time that they when they walked in, the dude had stated to Linton we're gonna be cool tonight. We ain't gonna have no problem. So that right there alone, just let me know that there was a personal issue that he had with Linton. You know what I mean? So man, we just want some answers, man. You know what I mean? Cause the way they moved about handling that with him, man, it ain't right. I mean, we didn't want to close for his kids and his family. You know what I mean? So that might me. That might my take on it right now.
Okay, Denny, I appreciate that. Not for both of you.
Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
We walking around the world.